So what is the 3D transforms? So 3D transforms is nothing but the 3D transform features allows you the element to be transferred in the 3D space. So in this basic transform manipulations such as in this 3D also, say we have move, rotate, and scale. So in 3D also we have move, rotate, scale. So along with we have a properties like perspective and perspective 3D. So those we can use it for this 3D animations like cubes, whatever it is that we can use for that one. And here in this the 2D transforms, we have the first function is the translate functions, right? Here also the same. Here also same. We have translate 3D functions. So first we have translate 3D. So we can use this translate function in order to move the element along with x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So here it will move the element from one position to the other position along with x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So it can be written as, it can be translate and it can be written as transform, translate, transform, translate. You just write x, y, z, x, y, z. Now here, so this is the translate function, and this 2D transform we have seen like, so we can move the element one place to another element. Go to this Visual Studio. So here I'll take this new one more program, and we can save this file as 3D transform. 3D transforms.html, and so we just write here we have a basic transform discussed about this translate property, right? So I'll take the example there. I'll provide the box one, and inside of box I'll take the image tag. For the box we need to apply the styles. Take the internal style sheet, provide the box there, box, this box I'll just apply here. So I'll just take some styles for this one. I just apply a width 135 pixels, or we can go with this 150 pixels. Height height I need 120 pixels, and we just write height and a width there, right? I'll do one thing. I'll take the border 4 pixels solid. I'll provide this blue there. Next we have background. I'll take the background or background color. So I'll provide this width here. Type it on this one on the browser. Right click, open in default browser. See, utilize this div there. Now, if you want, you can increase the size also, not a problem. I'll just provide there to 350 and 220. 350 and 220. Let me go to this browser, just reload this page. Yeah, I'll place this div there. I'll do one thing, I'll just provide 250. Yeah. Now, I'll take the image here. Let me open the source file we have. See here we have this images here. So I'll take this image. I'll take hd.jpg and we can write there. So this is page. Now let me run this one on the browser. Just reload this page. We'll place this image there and we'll reduce this. We'll reduce to 200. Just reload this page. Yeah, I'll place this one and here also I'll provide. I'll take this 200 and just reload this page. Yeah, see you place the image there and in this image background we need to apply this wheat color, right? In order to see this wheat color and in order to see the background, see in the background we have 3D, right? The z axis, and here we need to write there. So here we need to write perspective. In this perspective we need to write some pixels there, like anything you want. I'll just provide this 400 pixels. And coming to this image, I'll take the class name. I'll provide a class name here. I'll just write a transform. 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 Here I'll take this transform. For the transform, so we need to write here translate. Sorry, for the transform we need to write transform, translate, transform, translate. So we can write those. We can write this x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Before writing this one, we need to mention here. This is a 3D transform, translate, 3D. Then you can write here 25 pixels on the x-axis, 30 pixels on y-axis, and 50 pixels like z-axis. Let me run this one on the browser. Go to this browser here. Just reload this page. Look at this. See, in order to see this background, so we just use this transform, translate. In order to move this element, we use this translate function. And here we get perspective, right? 400. So if you want, you can increase this one to 500 or 600. So it will adjust this element. Let me go to this browser once. Just reload this page. Like this, we created this transform translate 3D function. So this is about this translate 3D. Let me go to this one more property, that is rotate property. That is rotate 3D. See here we can write rotate 3D functions. So rotate 3D functions are the same, like you can use x-axis, y-axis, z-axis along with angles. See here we can write vx, vy, vz along with angle, along with angle. And I'll show the example for this perspective, and we can write this perspective rotate 45 degrees like this. See here we're taking this transform translate, right? So instead of translate, I'll provide there. Look at this one. Rotate 45 degrees. rotate 45 degrees. Let me go to this browser once. Just reload this page. Look at this one here. Let's expand this. I'll provide some margins here. 60 pixels. Let me go to this browser and reload this page. Okay. See, we can rotate these values like this. And here we use, if you want, you can write perspective. Rotate 45 degrees. Let me go to this one. Reload this page. I'll just put it in the comments there. Let me run this one on the browser. No, well, okay, no problem. Check it this one. See here, I'll do one thing. I'll take one more example. I'll just here I'll take the box one. Instead of box one, I'll take this box two. And this is a box one, right? We can write this is box one. And this one, this is a box two. This is a box two. Now let me run this one on the browser. Go to this browser, just reload this page. We have created this box one and box two. We need to apply some CSS for this one. Let me go to this Visual Studio. Then you can write there. Here I'll take the box one. Take the box one. For the box one, so we need to apply some CSS. First I'll take the positions here. So I need this position relative. And we can write height. So I take the height 150 and I'll take the width also. I'll take a width 150 and I'll just apply the border and also I'll just apply this perspective. So here before applying this perspective, we need to write some CSS for this box too also. Before that, I'll just apply this border property. Border 1 pixel solid blue here. So blue or anything you want, you can apply here. So I take border 1 pixel solid blue. Now I'll take the box 2. I'll take the box 2. For the box 2, for the box 2, I'll provide some padding 50 pixels. And this is a child box, right? For the child is always absolute to the, so child is always absolute to this parent position. Parent we have creating this relative positions, right? So I'll take this position and I'll provide this absolute position. And I'll apply this border. I'll apply the border 2 pixels solid. Here I'll just apply red color. Next, I'll provide this background color. I'll provide background and red color. Background or red color. Now click on this enter. See here, I'll just run this one on the browser. Let me run this one on the browser. See, look at this one. We place this divs there. This is the box 2 and this is a box 1. I'll just increase the size. Now coming to here, we need to apply some CSS. So before that, we can apply there First, I'll just apply this perspective. So perspective we have perspective pixels is like 100 pixels, 200 pixels like this, and we have another options like perspective origin. So in this origin, what the element exactly can be like in the left side, the right side, the top or bottom. So we just write perspective origin, and here we can write left or right, top or bottom position, that you can write there. Now here, once we can write this perspective, we need to mention the transforms here. So we can always mention the transforms. So here I'll just provide transform, translate, sorry. So first we need to write transform style, transform style. So transform style is preserved 3D. That is, I need a 3D effect there. So I just write transform style is preserved 3D and transform. Transform, I need to rotate the object. I need to rotate this element. We can write rotate, and that too I need only the x-axis. I'll provide this rotate x there, and I'll provide here some pixels, 45 degrees. Right, you can provide 45, whatever it is. See, for this background color, we write this red color, right? So for this red color, I'll just apply this opacity here. So for this opacity, again you take the background. Again you can take the background there, and I'll just provide RGBA. RGBA. For this RGBA, I'll provide this opacity. I'll just remove this one, and here 0, 0, 0, 0.2. 0.2 there. 0, 0, 0.2. Let me run this one on the browser. So go to this browser once, reload this page. Look at this one here. See, look at the output we have. So I'll remove this background, right? So that is a 3D effect. So here we can use the properties like perspective. That is, we can move the element. So perspective origin means from origin itself, like whether in the left side. If you want this right side, so we can also provide this as a right side. So whether you need to provide left or right, that's up to your mark. I'll take the right side. And here we can write this transform style here. Transform style means whether it is a 3D effect or not. So we can write this preserved 3D for this transform style. And transform, as usual, we can write this rotate property, translate property, skew property, scale property, whatever you want. You can write in the transform property. And let me go to this browser once. Just reload this page. Look at this one here. So it will come under the right side. So like this, this perspective 3D will be work. I'll show one more example for this 3D rotation. How can you rotate this object set? See here, I'll just mention the comments. I'll cover the comments there. Now, here I'll take the same example, or else I'll do one thing. I'll remove this one, and I'll take this as a container. I'll take the container that is a div. Inside of div, I'll provide this image there. Now we need to apply some CSS for this one. So here I'll take this container. Container. So in this container, I'll provide this margin 60 pixels, and I'll provide this width there. Width, I will just provide a width like 150. And height I'll provide this 120 pixels. And we can write here border 3 pixels, solid green color. And we need to take some perspective here. Before that, we just apply some class name. So here we write this transform, right? So for this one, we need to write, we need to apply some CSS for this transform. So I take this transform. In this transform, we need to write this transform translate 3D. We just write some values there. 0 on the x-axis, y on the y-axis, on the z-axis also will be 0. And I need to rotate this object. I need to rotate this image here. Image, I need this 60 degree. Now I can apply this perspective there. Perspective. Just we can write some pixels here, 300 or 200, 400, 500, like this. So I'll just provide this one here. Let's run this one on the browser. So go to this browser, zero this page. Now look at this one here. Oh, it will not rotate. Transform. I'm sorry. Transform. Just reload this page. Yeah, I'm really sorry. So here we discussed about this rotate, right? Rotate 3. Rotate 3D. Let me go to this browser once. Just reload this page. Look at this one. See, look at we just rotate the div element using this rotate. And if you want to increase the size of this width and height, we just provide this 50, and here also just provide 220. Let me go to this browser, just reload this page. Yeah, look at it. It's look good. And like this, we can rotate the elements using like. And here is the code for this one. First, we take this div. Inside of div, we will take this image. And for this div, I just apply this margin. You know, margins means it will give some outer space. So for that purpose, we taken this margins there. And you know, height and width. For the height and width of the div, we can give this one. And border, you know, only thing is we can use this perspective means in order to move the elements like in the 3D transform, we can use this one. And whether you need to move the element from the left and right side, we need to write perspective origin. Origin is nothing but whether it will start from which place it is. And here is a property. We need to write transform property along with this rotate 3D. And here is our values like x-axis, y-axis, z-axis along with angle there. And here is the output like this. So we can move the elements like this. And not only this one, we can also change the image you want. See, we have flow. Now let me go to this browser. Where you want places. See, like this, we can use this rotate, 3D rotate, and go to this notepad. And we have one more property like scale property. Scale. So scale also we have this 3D. So this function changes size of an element. It can be written as scale 3D. That is the syntax for writing scale sx sy sz. And this is a function So it is not evident under the size itself. So it is a combination with other functions like, so like we can increase the size and we can decrease the size. So in these 2D transforms, we have seen that scale properties in order to increase the size here. And let me discuss with this 3D 3D scale property. So here I'll take the same example. Like I'll take this container and I'll take the image. See, I'll just write here along with the rotate property. We can also write this scale here. Scale means just increase the size of an element. That's it. That is a here. So here I'll take this same margin 60 pixels, width 250, height 200, and border the same border, and perspective also. I'll just provide this 300 pixels and the background. See here, if you want, you can apply this background also, not a problem. Background. I'll just apply this wheat color. Wheat there. Now here we write this transform, rotate 3D degree, right? So before that, I'll just apply. I'll just take a scale here. Scale 3D, scale 3D, and we can write here that is one on x-axis, one on y-axis. For the z-axis, we'll provide this two here. Let me run this one on the browser. So go to this browser once. Just reload this page. Just reload this page. Look at this one. So perspective means nothing but it's a 3D effect. If we didn't write the perspective, we can't find this 3D effect for this element. And look at this one we have. So this is a 2D object, right? So we'll make this 2D object as a 3D effect. And look at the div we have. So that is the use of this perspective. Perspective means in order to make, in order to visual this backspace visibility, that is inside hidden object, right? So we take the two divs, right? Parent and the child. So for the child element, we need to make it as a 3D effect. That the purpose we can write this perspective. And here, this is a code. Just we can increase the size of this element. We can use this scale effect. That to scale effect we can write along with a rotate property. So this is example for scale 3D, rotate 3D, and translate 3D effect. And last thing we have, so that is matrix that you can type with this one. So in this matrix, like we can write the syntax like, so matrix we can write scale x, comma, skew, skew y, comma, skew x, skew x, and scale y. Now, so scale x, scale y. In between, we just apply skew y, skew x, and translate. Translate x, comma translate. Translate y. So this is a syntax. So that you can practice here. That you can enter anything you values like function matrix like this. We can apply matrix like, so like the values 1 comma 2 comma minus 1 comma 1 comma 80 comma 80. See like this. We just apply the directly this for the element itself, that it will be turned to the output. The matrix can be calculated like this: scale x, scale y,